Hey everyone, this is Dorit Sasson. I'm here again with having the pleasure to speak with Rob. Rob, we are in conversation with around the themes and ideas of your book, How I Learned the Law of Fear, the journey of Rob Waterlander, and John Wright authored this in the spirit of where we are and where we were in the conversation. You talked about fear as being a narrative of our daily life, and specifically around the law of fear. The law of fear is something very unique, very different than, let's say, the law of attraction. And I'm really curious about this, and I'm sure a lot of people who are listening to this video are too. And you mentioned, the fear as a law in your book, but also in your talks. Can you unpack that a little bit and what this means for readers and anybody who's attending your talk?
Yes. Hello. Let me put it into wording that makes sense. Talking about a law, see the law as in when one does this, the natural response is that. That applies to several things. A natural or universal law relating to, let's say, a natural phenomena. Anything what you give attention to, let's say you're buying a red car, suddenly you notice more red cars when they're passing by. Are there actually more red cars? No, I don't think so, but you are more kind of concentrated on that topic. If you look at fear, fear is one of the strongest and most productive emotions. Fear actually accelerates your manifesting. Fear is a magnet. And we all kind of understand that when it's about fearing stuff we don't like to have in our lives. And we kind of hope it's not happening. I remember my father who passed away. He was always afraid for having to go to the hospital. He was fearful for pain. Well, who isn't in some sort of way? His life was a lot surrounded about pain and hospital visits. My mom, on the contrary, was totally different. I remember, especially with COVID, my dad had all the jabs. My mom, none. And they were always sitting hand in hand when they're in bed, sleeping hands in, hand in hand with each other. My mom always hugged everybody. My dad didn't. So fear is, I guess, a personal thing, but we don't have to stay there. When you stop worrying, stop fearing and feeling the anxiety about everything and anything you don't want, see it as turning it upside down and fear the opposite of what you normally fear. Again, that's not normal for you, but that doesn't mean you can't make it normal for you. Mm-hmm. If you take, see it as an opportunity. You can end one habit and create a new habit. Mm-hmm. And it's absolutely sure, it feels better to feel the good stuff. What we do in general in life is look at law of attraction, see this as law of attraction 2.0. One event manager told me, which makes sense to me. Our subconscious mind responds to emotions. So what emotion you feel, you have, that's your choice. Even though you're not aware to make the choice, you're making a choice how you feel every day.
Right. Okay. That's really something that I didn't consider before, about how this piece of a law is actually part of a habit. And that's something we can all relate to. It's probably a lot easier to talk about than it is to actually do, but I'm sure that you're going to give us really good tips in the next video. So let's stay tuned and talk more about that.
Thank you.